Hello everybody and welcome to the Impossible DL channel. My name is Deanna and we are back with Sherlock Holmes versus Jack the Ripper. In the last episode, it took us freaking forever to get into that dang house. I couldn't remember and figure out all of the pieces and steps it took just to get up into that upper window thing. It was ridiculous. And then I think in this episode, we got information on that journalist. So let's just get into it. Let's go hunt down this journalist and go talk to him. Oh, that's right. I'm in first person. Let's get out of... That's better. So we're in our disguise again. We're supposed to go here, right?
I have no reason to go that way.
Nope. Here?
I have no reason to go that way.
Okay,
I have no reason to go that way.
Okay, dude. Here?
I must go to the Central News Agency.
Okay.
I'm at the press agency where Bulling works.
Cool. What am I supposed to do exactly? Oh, there we go.
A mirror.
Okay, a mirror. I'm not seeing anything like highlight. Come on. Oh, I see a person's head. Come on, dude. There we go.
What do you want?
It would be very informative to search Bulling's desk before meeting him, but first I must get rid of this bothersome person, perhaps by offering him a scoop.
Offer a scoop? Do I have something? This thing?
Good evening. I'm looking
Sweet,
for Tom
okay.
Bulling, the journalist.
He isn't here. He must be sleeping off somewhere. He gave me a tip. He wanted to save a scoop for me. He always gets a good dirt, and yet when he comes in here, it's just to warm his behind. Look, he pulled his desk over the stove.
Okay. Now we know which one his desk is.
Listen, Scoop, I'm bringing it over. Only if Bulling isn't here, I'm leaving.
Wait, what's this scoop?
Bulling promised me a reward for info. There's a charlatan who does spiritualist seances that are a little bit special. He steals corpses from the morgue, puts makeup on them, dresses them up, and then uses them as puppets.
I'll give you your dues. We'll pay you if this info is true.
I'll write down the address of the hideout on the crook's leaflet, but the police will be in on this one, so you better get there in time.
Understood. I'll go alone. Too bad for Bulling.
Hey, you wouldn't have a little something in advance?
Look on Bulling's desk. I know that he always leaves a few coins around for his snitches. Cheers.
Watson won't be pleased that I'm divulging the case, but I don't see any other way.
Okay. Let's get over to his desk. Well, there's the coins.
This is Bulling's desk, the one closest to the stove. Some coins. I will take them. That will avoid suspicion if the journalist returns.
A match?
Charred match. This may come in handy.
Oh.
These are Bulling's notes. They are of little interest at the moment, but one never knows.
I don't see anything else. Yeah, I don't see anything else.
The fire has almost gone out, but the stove is still burning hot. Bulling recently used the stove.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna skim it really quick. If you guys wanna read it, go ahead and pause. Okay.
Even handwriting, yet fairly recognizable.
Should I start reading them out loud? The stuff that I get, rather than just skimming them and having you guys read it? I don't know. Let me know what you guys prefer in the comments. If you guys just want me to read them out loud, or if you find just reading them. Okay, what am I supposed to be looking for? I already looked at his desk. He burnt something recently. Oh. What did I grab? Mr. Monroe, I have noticed that one of your employers, Thomas Bowling, arrived at the meeting in a state of inebriation. I must ask you to take care of your team's discipline. I know that you indulge this journalist, given the explosive information that he manages to flesh out. But this behavior is unacceptable. This should not repeat itself, or I will hold you personally responsible. The assistant director. Uh-oh.
Bulling's boss, Mr. Moore, seems to be protecting the journalist.
Okay.
A mirror.
Ugh. Over here, I guess? Go over here. Can I go through? Here we go.
I would imagine these are compartments to organize the paper's incoming dispatches.
Cool.
A telephone, a device that enables you to talk with anyone in London, provided the receiver has a telephone too.
Okay.
I need more information.
Well, you're not really giving me anything to go with. A cloth. An IOU. I mean, do I use the cloth on something? Let's go back over to fireplace. That's not the fireplace, dude.
The fire has almost gone out. Bulling recently used the stove.
Yeah. Oh, that worked. Okay, cool.
A torn piece of blotting paper. Curious. It looks like someone wanted to destroy this piece of blotting paper that had red ink on it. I can make out a few more letters, but backwards. I need something to help me.
Oh, the mirror. Go get the mirror, buddy. It's over here.
A mirror.
Yeah, pick it up.
A mirror.
Dude, okay. Oh, do I have to freaking do that? Yeah. My God.
By putting this piece of blotting paper in front of the mirror, I can read what is written.
Information on the Whitechapel killer. Call by telephone WA.
Apparently, our journalist gets his information by telephone too. Sadly, the name is almost erased.
Over here?
I would imagine these are compartments to organize the paper's incoming dispatches.
Ooh. Okay, dude, what am I supposed to do with that information? Just go to the telephone, I guess.
If I telephone one of Bulling's contacts pretending to be his assistant, I might learn something of interest.
Okay. WA. I mean, it has to be this one, right?
This page has some light ink stains. It contains a list of telephone numbers.
Yeah? What am I doing here? Oh! The number is 1875? I don't know, let's try it. Did that work, or...
Walesby 1875, an ingenious way to save his contact.
It worked!
Central, Walesby 1875, if you will. Thank you, I will wait.
Walesby, I am listening.
Hello, my dear man. I'm calling on behalf of Tom Bulling.
Bulling? So you know where this hypocrite, this liar, this...
Not at all. He is currently unobtainable. In the meantime, he has left me with a note asking me to pursue his work, and he told me that you were aware...
That's just great. I dropped everything off at his agency, but he didn't even bother to do the same for me. Tell me he at least gave you the information that I was asking in return.
I am ready, sir. I'm listening.
Do the police have a suspect for the bizarre theft of cigarettes and carrots that took place at the Commercial Street Market?
What? Is this like some riddle? Okay. Do the police have a suspect for the bizarre theft of cigarettes and carrots that took place on the Commercial Street Market?
I would imagine these are compartments.
Alright, I don't know how to do that one yet. I'm confused.
I would imagine these are compartments.
Okay, let's try this one.
I would imagine these are compartments to all...
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure how to do that one yet. It's like some riddle thing that I haven't... I don't know, I don't feel like I have the answers for it yet. Guys, I don't know what to do. I honestly have no idea what to do here.
I would imagine these are compartments.
I'm so confused.
I am ready, sir. I'm listening.
Do the police have a suspect for the bizarre theft of cigarettes and carrots that took place at the Commercial Street Market?
Alright guys, this is probably going to take me a long freaking time. I'm just going to have to like guess on all of it, so. Here we go.
I think, according to Bulling,
crap.
that Inspector Lestrade's team is looking for a rabbit with a bad cough.
Ah, damned Bulling. One day he'll be in some
My
serious
God.
trouble for mocking the police. And now, can you tell me, with regards to the parliamentary scandal, what did the head of the Whig Party respond to the Tories who were treating him as a great incompetent?
What? Ugh. Okay.
According to Bulling,
Oh,
the head of
yes.
the Whigs said, "Vote for me, I will be your best representative."
Good. That'll make for a good paper. There is one last question. According to a government social study, civil servants make the best husbands. Why?
I believe I can confirm
Yes.
that it is, because civil servants aren't tired and have already read the paper when they come home from work.
Very true. Good. It seems like Bulling has finally done his work.
As everything is all in order, can you now tell me where the information is that you sent to the agency?
Yes. There is a large brown envelope near the dispatch cabinet. It's in there that we exchange our tips with Bulling.
1,000 thanks. Goodbye, sir.
My salutations to Bulling.
Whew. Okay.
I would imagine these are compartments to organize the paper's incoming dispatches.
Yeah, isn't that where he just told you to go, dude? Or maybe it's this one over here. Is it this one? No. Oh.
There are several documents in this file. Let's see.
Spring-Heeled Jack, the Terror of London, fantastical character. First appearance, 1837, associated with several suspicious muggings and robberies taking place in London and other parts of England. Description, a diabolical appearance, bat wings, horns, blue flames coming out of the mouth and or eyes, etc. Identifying marks, all of the eyewitnesses speak of his capacity to make leaps of superhuman distance. Where his nickname. Conclusion. Having become the very example of the urban legend of our century, this character fascinates as much by his demonic and fantastical aura as by the fact that he has never been caught by the police. Important! At the time of the attacks against the young women, Lucy Scales and Jane Aslop? The papers covering the events had recorded sales for weeks. That's why Spring-Heeled Jack is the reoccurring hero of cheap fantasy publications and theater pieces, popular and financial success guaranteed. Okay.
I wonder why Bulling is studying this tale about Spring-Heeled Jack so meticulously.
The Terror of London, Spring-Heeled Jack, the Phantom Killer, the Butcher's Bead, the Whitechapel Butcher, Dr. Death, the London Ripper, the Bleeder, the Bloody Ripper. Okay.
What does that mean?
Mr. Charles Moore, I thank you for this testimony of the Whitechapel killer that you followed. Not easy authentication. Do not hand over to the press without my invitation. Thank you for your collaboration and your discretion. We won't forget this. Inspector Aberline.
Well, well, a piece of information about the murders transmitted exclusively to the police without informing the press. That has piqued my curiosity. Perhaps I should go to the police station to get more information.
Tom, about the letter. Given the thanks from Inspector Aberline, I think that they took the bait, even if they were defending themselves. Think of the second. We must be ready if he kills again. Either way, we must keep up the correspondence. Be responsive. The ideal will save us. We will get the information firsthand, and we will make history. But stay quiet and keep a low profile. I'm not really in the know, and you will be the first one who gets it if there's trouble. C.M.
What does that mean? I've inspected everything, but there's no sign of bullying. He must have dashed off to his HQ, the Wasp's Nest. However, before I go to see him, I should find out about this mysterious information. It could help me get something out of the journalist. To the police station, then.
Okie dokie. Let's go, buddy. Go faster.
Let's go to the police station. Let's go to the police station.
Yeah, that whole telephone thing, I was just literally guessing the whole time because I had no idea. I just clicked what could have made sense.
Come, back again, are we? Come this way, good man. The inspector has a few questions to ask you. Here is the man, Inspector.
Congratulations, Humphreys. So, my lad, one would say that you owe us a bit of an explanation for having left something with us. What is your full name and profession?
Sherlock Holmes, consulting detective.
Well, how about that?
Mr. Holmes, can you explain this get-up, your presence in the neighbourhood despite my instructions, as well as this most opportune restitution of jewels?
Firstly, I should tell you that not being under your command, I never understood what you said as an order, but rather as advice. I thought I would be wise to follow them to a certain extent. I intended to explain the stolen goods sooner or later. My presence here will allow me to fill you in on a few conclusions that...
If it is in regard to the Whitechapel murders, it won't help us much. We have no doubt that we will be revealing the identity of the murderer to the people in the area in a day or two.
I'm impressed, Inspector, and I offer you my sincerest congratulations. Nonetheless, you should investigate a certain doctor.
Listen, Holmes, let us do our work. You've rid us of a great pain in the rear end by finding those jewels for us. It's weeks of work that you've saved us. But I think you're a little underqualified for a case like that of Jack the Ripper. Until it's over, I demand that you do not set foot in the area. Is that clear?
I take note of your advice, Inspector. You mentioned Jack the Ripper. Pardon me, but you know the name of the murderer?
Oh, it's from a letter that the Central News Agency sent our way. It was written by the killer. And even if it can't be proven, it must be recognised that the signature is striking. This information is confidential, and I would ask you to keep it to yourself, Holmes.
Can I have a little look? Out of mere curiosity, Inspector. Then I shall disappear.
In that case, I don't see any objection.
Thank you so much.
A letter from the killer? I keep on hearing the police have caught me, but they won't fix me just yet. Just so you guys know, I'm not the best at reading cursive, so if I screw some words up, I'm sorry. I have laughed when they look so clever and talk about being on the right track. That joke about leather apron saved me real fits. I am down on special ladies, and I shan't quit ripping them till I do set buckled. Grand work the last job was. I saved the lady no time to squeal. How can they catch me now? I love my work and want to start again. You will soon hear of me with my funny little games. I've saved some of the proper red stuff in a ginger beer bottle over the last job to write with, but it went thick like glue, and I can't use it. Red ink is fit enough, I hope. Haha. The next job I do, I shall clip ladies' ears off and send to the police officers just for jolly. Wouldn't you? Keep this letter back till I do a bit more work, then give it out straight. My knife's so nice and sharp, I want to get to work right away if I get a chance. Good luck. Yours truly, Jack the Ripper. Don't mind me giving the trade name. P.S. Wasn't good enough to post this before I got all the red ink off my hands. Curse it, no luck yet. They say I'm a doctor now. Haha. Okay. Not gonna lie, that was a bit of a struggle for me to get through. Yeah, I've just never been good at reading cursive.
Me? Not up to discovering who Jack the Ripper is? Well, we'll soon find out, won't we, Inspector Aberline? I know who wrote the Dear Boss letter signed Jack the Ripper that Inspector Aberline gave me, and, above all, I now know why. This Tom Bulling was inspired by this fantastical character to build a myth out of the Whitechapel Killer. Perhaps he would be receptive if I shared my discovery about him and prevent him from accusing Squibbie. I must find him at once. My best bet would be to try my luck at the pub.
Okay, I mean, obviously it was definitely the journalist who wrote that,
Ah,
that
Holmes,
note.
I got your message, and here I am.
Perfect, Watson. That oaf Bluto is looking for us with evil intentions, and he may be hiding here. I will try to get more information inside. You, Watson, will be our lookout, and at the slightest suspicious sound, do not hesitate to call a constable on his rounds.
Okay, that looks like him.
Good evening, Mr. Bulling.
We know each other?
No, however, I have some information that may be of interest to you.
Talk, my friend. A pint for you if what you say is worth something. Does it have to do with the Whitechapel murders?
Indeed, I know the identity of the man who wrote a letter to the police, a letter entitled Dear Boss, in which the author claims to be the Whitechapel murderer and is signed Jack the Ripper.
What?
It's a journalist who was inspired by Spring-Heeled Jack in order to strengthen the credibility and the seriousness of his agency. This new Jack will give him some first-hand information that he, in turn, will dole out sparingly to the authorities, as well as some carefully distilled indiscretions that the big papers will come to beg of him. He plays both sides off against one another and becomes the chief orchestrator of the rumor. He wrote this letter in this very spot, and he has red ink on his fingers. Like you.
What exactly are you after, my friend?
You've been threatening a certain Squibbie to distribute a telegram naming him as a possible suspect in these murders in revenge for an old feud. I would suggest you don't write this note, and that you leave Squibbie alone.
I'd forgotten about the existence of that rapscallion. I threw that at him when I was visiting the station to get the dope. You should have seen his face.
You must also stop sending these letters that waste the authorities' precious time.
Right, well, I don't even know what you're talking about. I have a great relationship with the Bobbies. Just ask around. I don't have to answer to nobody. Now leave me alone.
Farewell, sir.
Good riddance.
So... is that it?
No, if Bluto sees me, it could prove to be quite dangerous.
Hey, you wouldn't be the gas man that Bluto's looking for.
Uh-oh.
Don't know him.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so I guess that's all we do in here.
Let's hurry to the police station, Watson. We are close to our goal. Squibbie will be able to reveal what he knows about Tumblety. Squibbie, so that's it. You're a free man again. We were just coming to the station to find you.
Yeah, the bobbies agreed to let me go and I came to see Bluto before ferreting you out. So, you've seen the newspaper man?
Yes, he is in the pub and everything is taken care of, but I'm waiting to hear what you have to say about Dr. Tumblety.
Okay, but we have to be quick. One night, I goes to see Bluto in his hideout that ain't far from the boarding house where this Tumblety bloke has a room. I see him coming in too. He must have been on one real binge. To the point, the Tumblety fella was there, and he smiles at me, all nice like. He tells me he's a great Yankee doctor, but my business interests him. I'm interested, I tell him, but I'm not the type to just jump right in without getting to know a person, see? He invites me around to his room to talk business, just him and me. We empty a bottle or two, and all of a sudden, like, he wants to show me what he's got in this big trunk that he always carts around places. I just about vomited, see? In these jars, just like pickles, you know, there were pieces of meat. And he whispers that it's the lady bits of some old dames. He called them peckymins. I call them love killers, I would. Yuck! After that, he starts to go on about rich folk. They ain't nothing but dogs, and I won't tell you the worst of it. Then he comes all close to me and puts his sweaty hand on my leg. He was one of them types, not me. I don't wait a second before I give him a good thrashing, and I start running and let go of him, and he still wants to see me again just to talk business. But then I had to do time, so business.
Do you know where he can be found?
Why, ain't he in his digs? Maybe he got to liking life behind bars too. I heard that in some jobs there's a way to.
Thank you for your information, and we'll meet again, my friend. Here is the sum I promised to get you out of London.
Ciao, fella. I've just got a little score to settle with Bluto, and I'm heading for the country.
Okay. What's happening?
Lipski!
My dear Watson, we must strike while the iron is hot. We have avoided meeting Dr. Tumblety until now. The time has come to do so.
Do you have an opinion, Holmes?
We must assure ourselves that the factor collector of female organs and a murderer who removes said organs are resident in the same area at the same time is nothing more than coincidence.
Dude, where are you going?
I thought that you wouldn't bring me back your keys. Oh, it's you, Mr. Holmes. Good evening, Dr. Watson.
Keys.
Indeed, it is I again. One of your tenants left without returning his keys?
Yes, it's Dr. Tumblety whom we spoke about. Shortly after your last visit here, some constables came and asked me a few questions regarding him. Barely had they left than the doctor came barreling around a street corner and rushed up into his room upstairs. A little while afterwards, while I was tidying, I heard a thud in his room and a rush down the stairs. He left with most of his bags, but without returning his keys. You can go up and see if you wish. The door is still open.
I'm missing some information.
What? Oh.
Careful, Watson. Do not walk around here until I've inspected these marks.
I know, Holmes, I know. I understand your methods. Ah, you have your rule and magnifying glass. I thought that you had forgotten them, Holmes.
I never forget the essentials, my dear Watson.
Huh? What am I supposed to do here?
Size 13.
Okay.
Right foot, light trails. The man was running. Right foot, light trails. The man was running. Right foot, light
Okay,
trails.
I get it, I get
the man
it.
was running.
What else am I supposed to be looking at here?
This isn't water. Going by its sticky texture and odor, I'd say we're dealing with formalin. These are the footprints of a tall man who had recently stepped in formalin and who left this room in a hurry.
Well, can I walk on it and enter the room now, Holmes?
These footprints are the same as those found in front of the door. There are a few pieces of a large glass jar in this puddle. The man who left the footprints on the ground must have walked in it while fleeing. These footsteps must be those of Squibby. He must have hit Tumblety, who dropped one of his jars.
And he ran out. Elementary, Holmes.
Perfect, Watson.
Okay, so those footsteps are Squibby's then.
Going by its size, this enormous trunk must be a wardrobe. These brackets are rather unusual. What do you think, Watson?
Let's see, Holmes. These are the names of the battles from the American Civil War.
Let's come back to that.
There are a few pieces of a large...
Alright, if you guys want to read it, go ahead and pause.
This Dr. Tumblety seems to be attracted to men more than women. That much is clear. So, the doctor has a handgun, and he would use it to restrain young men, perhaps.
Oh. Okay.
If this letter is addressed to him, it would appear our doctor is a veteran of the American Civil War. Vicksburg is the key. Now, that is interesting.
Vicksburg.
Going by its size, this enormous trunk must be a wardrobe.
Oh.
Parliamentary.
This is dreadful, Holmes. This trunk contains 4 jars in which organs are floating.
Watson, can you tell me at a glance what these organs are?
I would say that they are parts of female reproductive organs.
Are these specimens fresh?
No, and I am quite certain of it. From the colour and appearance, I'd say these organs have been in these jars for several months, if not years.
Let's go to Baker Street.
That's gross.
Is there someone here?
Yes.
What's going on, Finlay? You seem to be in a panic.
The 2 police officers wanted to know if someone suspicious had entered here. The Whitechapel killer has struck again, and if I understood correctly, he killed 2 women in the past few hours.
Where?
I don't know. The police didn't tell me anything.
Quick, Holmes, we must catch up with them.
Certainly not, Watson. Mr. Finlay, do you know if the doctor had any other pieces of luggage up there apart from this trunk?
1 or 2, I think.
Do you take care of the doctor's laundry?
My wife does laundry for the tenants once a week. The sheets likewise.
Would you be kind enough to let us know as soon as possible if the doctor shows up again?
Certainly. I'm just worried that he won't be back, you see, and I'm annoyed about my keys.
Holmes, I don't follow. The Whitechapel killer is, at this very moment, very close by, and we are just staying put, twiddling our thumbs.
The Whitechapel killer has always been nearby, and what will we do? Go back to the scene of the crime or crimes and mix with the onlookers and trample the crime scenes even more? No, our time will come. Let's return to Baker Street.
Let's go back to Baker Street. Home, sweet home.
Interesting.
We were less than 200 feet away from the first victim a few minutes before she was murdered. We might even have heard the murderer's voice. And we haven't done a thing for the past week.
You're the one not doing anything, Watson. For my part, I have been working. And, as you know, I've made good use of this week by tracking down and verifying all of the solid facts on these 2 murders to write up the notes that are on my desk, read them over again and try to gain a bit of perspective.
Okay, I think we'll read this, Oh.
I have read and reread them. But give me something to do then. A task where I can get stuck in, because...
Find me a slaughterhouse that will give us exclusive use of its block for an hour. And find me, in your opinion, which common animal shares the most characteristics with humans from a physiological point of view?
What?
Pig?
I don't even know why I asked that question. Pray, find a dozen fresh pig's heads, Watson. Not big heads, I prefer small ones.
Sows?
That's it, Watson. As soon as you have done that, let me know. I request that you search in Whitechapel. Who knows, perhaps you will learn something about where Dr. Tumblety may be hiding. There is also no shortage of slaughterhouses and pig's heads in those parts.
Okay. So we have to get pig heads for Sherlock Holmes? That's weird. We will, in the next episode, we will read those notes a little bit and then go and search for pig heads, I guess. So weird. So if you guys like this game and this video, give it a like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful and beautiful rest of your day. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!